Good morning. Oh, I'm running behind this morning. My goodness gracious. Usually I'm sitting here counting the minutes until it's time to go live, but I tried to do too much. I went out and watered my plants and pulled a few weeds, and my goodness, I let too much time go by. So here we are. I'm StampinDeDe, Deanna Blackman. I'm a Stampin Up demonstrator, and I love what I do. And I get to share ideas and techniques and cards and projects with you, and I love doing that. So that's what we're going to do today. We're looking again at the new in colors, the 2025, 2027 in colors. But before we do that, I do want you to know that the new mini catalog has launched and you can now order from it. So it is an exciting, fun holiday catalog, and I think you will love it. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. You will love it. So if you don't have one and you don't have a demonstrator to get one from, then let me know. And I would be happy to get one to you. So I wanted you to know that. You can go online at StampinUp.com. Let's see. What is my link is on here. StampinUp.com/2199250. So I can send you the website that you can go to see all of the products and order from me. I would love to help you out if you don't have a demonstrator. But if you do, contact them, let them know that you want a catalog. All right. So our new in colors: Cloud Cover, Strawberry Slush, Secret Sea, Timid Tiger, and Darling Duckling. And it's such a great variety of colors because you've got your more subtle and then you've got your brighter colors. What is your favorite? What is your favorite color? Let me know. If you're watching this, then let me know what your favorite color is. I'd love to know that. And let's see. My favorite color. My favorite color, the one I use the most, is Secret Sea. And I use it, I love the subtleness of it. It's not quite black. It's got some blue in it. And but it's a very subtle hint of blue, so you can use it in place of black. So I love that. Let me know if you're watching this live, or if you're watching the replay, or if you're watching this on YouTube. Let me know what your favorite color is. You know what I think I did here? I didn't mute this. I hope you're not getting feedback. I hope you're not. All right. Now, I'm sorry. Like I said, I did this. I set up in a hurry because I was outside working. Oh, and I didn't turn everything. I didn't turn all the sound off that's supposed to be off. So these are your in colors. I want to know what your favorite in color is. I also use Strawberry Slush a lot, and I use Cloud Cover a lot. I don't use Timid Tiger and Darling Duckling as much because I tend to move toward the subtle spectrum. But for those of you who are more on the vivid color spectrum, you're going to love Timid Tiger and Darling Duckling. So let's see what we're doing today. Today, what I did was I made a set of in-color cards. And one card is using one of the in-colors. And I have 4 of them made, and we're going to make the 5th one together. And then it will be a set. So here is my, let me put this up here a little bit. Here's my cloud cover card. Here's my strawberry slush card. They're all exactly alike. Here's my Secret Sea card. And then we're going to do Timid Tiger together. And here is the Darling Duckling card. Aren't they beautiful? They're just the monochromatic look using the same color ink and cardstock is really stunning, I think. I think it makes for a really pretty set of cards. Let me move this up here just a little more so you can see them. There we go. Hope that's better. The set I used to make these cards are the beautiful pumpkin set. These pumpkins are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. It's a two-step stamping. You stamp the base, and I do that in a lighter color. So what I did was I stamped off for the base when I did monochromatic, and then I came back full color, full strength for the highlights that go over the base. And we're going to do that together. It's got the vines and leaves, and it's got the stems. The stamps that are in it are pretty, and I've taken these out because we're using them. The vines, the leaf, the stems. The dies have the vine is a standalone die. The leaf is a standalone leaf, and this is a standalone vine and leaf. These stems are standalone. They've got embossed pieces in them, so they look great without the stamp. But you can also stamp the stems and die cut them out, and the leaves. So there's lots that you can do with this set. Let's get started. All right. So we are going to use our Timid Tiger. Now what I did with these, I embossed a piece of the in color cardstock. I did that first. And then my arch dies are back ordered. And so they didn't come in. So I reverted to my countryside in dies because it sort of gave me the same look. And they're retired. So you could use any decorative opening die that you have. So I cut that out of my embossed piece, saved that for something else. And then on a plain piece of the in-color cardstock, using the in-color ink, I stamped my two pumpkins and die cut them. And then I used pecan pie and die cut my stems, and I used Lost Lagoon and die cut my vines. And used a little bit of linen thread and Grateful For You, which came from the Layers of Beauty stamp set. You could put any sentiment there. So you can see how the Secret Sea really shows up good. It shows up really well. This is, of course, the Strawberry Slush. And I thought the cloud cover showed up really well, too. I like that. I like that soft look. So, you know, that's just me. All right. But what we're doing today is not the soft look. We are going to do the Timid Tiger. So I used my base on all of them was Secret Sea. So this is the base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to do that and burnish it good. Then I have already run this through with the plaid, Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. I've already run that through. I love that plaid look. So now what we need to do, I think I can use my mini for this. Let me see. I think I can. Let me look. it's not that, it's this. No, I can't use my mini. I was hoping I could. So I will just run it through the die cut machine rather than move it over here. I'm going to center it because I want my opening to be right in the center. I can actually move these over here a little bit. So let me move over here and very quickly die cut this. I am going to put it down with a piece of tape just so it doesn't move. And run it through. Okay. So we've got this die cut now. Carefully remove my tape. Now this I'm going to save and use on another project. Put my die away. All right. So, the one thing I did not do was cut me a piece of basic white. So let me do that real quick. All right. I just need maybe a 5 by, let's see how this is. Yeah, by 3 3/4. It doesn't need to be a full piece at all. It just needs to fit under the die cut window. Okay, that should work. Put these over here. All right, so that's where this is going to go, right underneath. And then we're going to glue that down. And we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to first glue this to this. And I'm going to do that using my green glue so that I can move it around if I need to. And I'm going to do it right around the edge. Okay. And then around the outside. Okay, that should be plenty. And I'm going to grab my silicone mat. My buddy when I'm gluing and getting stuff everywhere. All right, and I just messed up. Okay, we get that down. Make sure it stays. And we're going to have glue. Yeah, it's all right. So we're going to go ahead and get our cinnamon on there. Grateful for You. And I'm going to use Secret C. Like I said, it's my new black. Grateful for You. And I'm going to get a piece of scratch just to make sure it stamps well. Piece of white, piece of scrap. Yeah. And put this right there. Grateful for You. All right. Clean this off. Set it aside. Put my Secret C away. Now we can get out the mini for this next part so that we can do the cutting right here and have a white plate and a number 2 plate and another number 2 plate. All right. So next, let's go ahead and glue this onto our card base because we don't have anything to put under it. So we're good. So I'm going to glue this down. If we were putting ribbon or twine under it, we'd need to wait, but we're not doing that. So we're going to put that right there. There we go. All right, let me look on here and see. All right. So if you're watching live, I'd love it if you'd comment and let me know that you're watching. All right, here we go. Now we're going to stamp our pumpkins onto Timid Tiger construction paper. And I'm going to do actually, since this is what I'm doing in the darker, I'm doing the shadows in the darker, I'm going to stamp my shadow first. That makes it easier. If you stamp the darker first, it makes it easier to see, to do your two-tone stamping. All right, so set that, let's turn that just a little bit. Get this good and inked up in my Timid Tiger and stamp it. There we go, great. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the little one. Get it good and inked up. And I'm gonna put it right up here. Great. Now I'm gonna take the solid and bring in my scrap sheet. This is the solid. And I want it to be a little bit lighter. So I'm going to stamp it off once and then come over. Can y'all see that? There. Come over the image as best I can see without being on top of it. Looky there. Is that not a beautiful pumpkin? I love the shading. I love how they did that. So let's do it again with the smaller pumpkin. Ink it up. Stamp it off once. Oh, shoot. Come over. Position it over our darker. And stamp it. Look how it filled it out. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. All right. So let's put our ink away. We are done with our ink. Now we're going to cut these out. And I'm going to trim this down so that it'll fit through the mini. Put it right here. I'm going to grab my two dies, this one and this one, and I'm going to grab a couple of little pieces of tape just to make sure they don't move. There's that one. Tape is well used, so it doesn't stick real well, but it's enough to get us through this. Oops. Get that there. Oh, it's not sticking very well. I need to replace those. All right, here we go. Here we are. There are our beautiful pumpkins. Right there. All right. That's all we need to cut because I went ahead and ahead of time cut out the stem, the vines, and cut the stems. I just thought that might make it go a little bit faster, make it a little bit easier. So that is all of the cutting that we're going to do. But you know what? I need to get cut another piece of white. Let me cut it by 4 by 5 1/4. 5 1/4. And this is for the inside. And while I had my inked up little mini, I should have stamped it. So let me do that. I'm going to stamp one of the pumpkins on the inside. And I chose to do the mini. Okay. So I'm going to do the highlight portion first because it's the darker. Can you see? All right. I'm just going to put it right there. And then I'll do the solid portion. Stamp it off once. Position it over there's our pumpkin. And now we do need our stem. And I've got pecan pie ink. Let me put our Timid Tiger ink away. Get our pecan pie ink for our stem. And we're going to stamp it right there. Right there. And I think that's all I did. I don't think I added vine. No, I just did the pumpkin. All right. Yeah, this is going to be a set of cards that I'm going to give to a friend. And I think she will really enjoy using them. All right. So we've got our inside stamped. And now we're just ready to build our outside. And I'm going to grab my dimensionals. And I am down to the bare edges, but I do use those if I can. So we'll look and see, and then I have a new pack if that doesn't work. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue my stems on. So I'll take the larger stem and glue it on. And I just need a little bit of glue at the bottom because it's going to go right there. There it is. Is that not a beautiful pumpkin? I love these pumpkins. Then here is the So don't forget to let me know what your favorite in color is. Did I put that on the wrong side? I did. So I'm going to get the glue off and I'm going to pat it with my embossing buddy to take the sticky off. Oh, but you know what? There's always a way to fix them. Always. Let me turn this over. There. Okay. That should do it. Now, I'll put the glue on the back side. And put the stem right. It's still a little sticky. It's trying to stick to my hand. All right. There we go. Now we have our pumpkins ready. And we're going to position them. I'm trying to get the embossing buddy powder off. But I do want to get my linen thread. And use about, I don't know, 14 inches, something like that, to create the thread behind, the twine behind the pumpkin. So, let's see. I give about, I think 14 inches ought to be enough. And I'm going to pull it through to straighten it a little bit. That always helps when you're tying the bow, just to get it a little bit straighter. All right. And then I'm not actually going to tie the bow. I'm going to form it, but I want a long enough tail sticking out too. And then this side, the loop on this side. So I've got some playroom here. Do this and then make my loop here a little bigger. Make sure this is long enough. All right, I think that is going to be just fine. So now I'm going to take this and sort of stick it together with a glue dot. I'm just going to put it right over the glue dot. Pull the glue dot off. And then I'm going to put it on the back of the big pumpkin. And I'll kind of do it like that. Let's see what that looks like. And I'm going to trim my stems. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to put a dimensional over that just to secure it. And I'm going to use my pieces for the rest of the pumpkin. Do you do that? Do you use your pieces? My friend throws her edges away. She does not use her pieces. And I'm just like, why not? Why not? It is no big deal, right? To use the pieces. All right, I'll get that one there. Put my thread back on top of it. And one more. I think I already did that one, didn't I? Did I? Yeah, I did. So I'll use it on this side. All right. I think we've got enough dimensionals. So let's get it off. And when I'm working and trying to get a lot of cards made, like for a class or something, I find little dimensional pieces everywhere. Because I have a fan in here, and when I try to put them in the trash, the fan blows them away. All right. We've got this one ready to go, and it is going to go right here. So we're going to put that up there with it. And this one down here, and cut that one a little bit. There we go. Put it up there with the loop. And now we have our smaller one. And I think we only need a couple on it. One up here. Now it's going to overlap, so you want to be sure and allow room for the overlap. So I really think that's all we need. Just that one. All right, I'm going to put it right, I'm going to butt it right up against it. Right there. And all we have left is this, which we're just going to put right on top of this. We're going to kind of put it where it hangs over both of them. So I'm going to put a little glue there, little glue there. That's probably all the glue I need. Looky there. What's that? A little something got on it. All right, there we go. Here we have our string and our grateful for you. And now all we need to do is put this inside. And we will be done with this card. And I have a beautiful set of 5 cards to give away to a friend. All right, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So here are my 5 end card colors. Let's see, I'm going to do them in the order on my chart. Bring them down a little. There we go, and here's the chart. There we are. I think you can see all of that. I really love that. It's simple. The simplicity is stunning. It really is. I hope that I've encouraged you to look at some of the end colors and see what you can do with them. There's just flowers made with the end colors are beautiful. Let me see something here. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. I went to another video and I didn't mean to. All right, there we go. End color, the 25, 20, 27 end colors, and a set of cards that you can give as a gift or use yourself. So I hope that you are going to give that a try, and please let me know what your favorite end color is. I really would love to know. All right, it was a short one today, not much to do, but completed this set of cards, and I'm really glad to have that done. Thank you for watching. I'm StampinDeDe. We'll see you next Thursday. Bye.